You ever walk into a place, maybe just a random room, and boom, this super strange feeling hits you. Like, I've been here before.
Yeah, that exact moment.
Not just kind of familiar, but like, this exact thing has happened. You know that feeling?
Absolutely. That's déjà vu, isn't it? Or as one of our anonymous sources brilliantly put it, that eerie little brain fart.
Oh. Yeah, that sums it up pretty well. It's so common, but still so weird.
It really is.
And, okay, sure, you hear the science stuff, right? A little crossed wire in the brain's memory banks. Yeah. Maybe the hippocampus, the memory part.
Right. That's the standard neuropsychological take. The hippocampus kind of mislabels a new experience as an old one, like a file getting put in the wrong folder momentarily.
Like your internal RAM just glitches for a second.
Something like that, yeah. A processing error essentially creates that false sense of having been there, done that.
Yep, so. You know us. On this simulated journey, we always got to wonder, is that all it is? Just a brain quirk? Or could that feeling, that déjà vu, be pointing to something else, something bigger?
Dare we say it?
A glitch in the matrix.
Precisely. That's where our simulated journey is heading today. We're diving into déjà vu, but not just sticking to the brain science.
Nope. We're asking, what if already seen is actually like a sign, little notification?
A system ping, maybe, from this whole simulation we might be in.
Okay, so that's the mission today. We're going to really unpack what déjà vu could mean, using some fascinating ideas from these anonymous sources we've got. Let's get into it. Déjà vu.
Right. So French, obviously, for already seen.
Yep.
And it's that really powerful but usually super quick feeling, familiarity, but, logically you haven't experienced this exact thing before.
Could be anywhere, right?
Yeah.
A new city street, the middle of a conversation.
Even just a smell or a sound can trigger it, that weird flash of recognition.
And look, the science, fine. Memory misfiling, brain complexity, I get it. But it just feels incomplete,
Like it doesn't quite capture the feeling of it?
Exactly. It's like explaining music by talking about sound waves. Technically true, but misses the point. Kind of.
And that's where this alternative view from our sources comes in. What if it's not just a random brain blip?
What if it is a message?
Possibly. A little hint from the simulation itself, assuming we're in one, a nudge, saying, hey, there's maybe more going on here than you think.
Okay, this system ping theory, let's really break that down. What does that actually mean?
Well, think about any complex system, like a huge computer network. It runs diagnostics, right? Checks to make sure everything's working okay. So if reality is a simulation, maybe the system running it does something similar.
Like sending out a little test signal.
Exactly. The source uses this analogy. Pinging a server to see if the client is still online, still responding like it should.
Right, like in a video game, checking if the NPCs, the background characters, are still on their programmed loops.
Precisely. But what if the ones feeling the déjà vu, what if we're not just standard background code? What if we're starting to notice things?
Becoming more aware.
Maybe. And maybe that awareness triggers these checks in a way we actually feel as déjà vu.
So the simulation is kind of going, hold on, is this unit waking up?
That's the slightly chilling idea, yeah. One source even throws out terms like road unit or starting to become self-aware.
Whoa.
Which, makes you think about your own consciousness, doesn't it? Your place in all this.
It totally reminds me of The Matrix, when Neo sees the cat.
The black cat walks past twice, yeah.
That tiny little repetition shouldn't happen. And it's his clue that reality isn't quite fixed.
It's a perfect analogy. A little hiccup, a glitch that makes you question the whole structure, shows you the code maybe.
A crack in the simulation's wall.
Something like that. A sign that it might not be purely organic.
Okay, now here's something that really gets me thinking.
Yeah.
What about when you get the same déjà vu feeling, but like multiple times, maybe months or even years apart?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the glitch is stuck on repeat.
Never had that.
It's a weird one. One of our sources calls that a possible memory leak.
A memory leak. Like getting a pewter. Kind of. The idea is maybe the simulation keeps accidentally loading the same bit of code, the same experience fragment, into your awareness. Over and over.
Like a scratch record skipping.
Or the analogy they used was having too many browser tabs open.
Right, slows everything down.
So maybe the simuliverse, as they call it, gets bogged down, and these recurring déjà vu moments are the result.
Okay, so why would that happen? Do these sources have ideas about the cause?
They offer a few possibilities. One is maybe you've hit a really major decision point in your life.
A timeline branch.
Sort of. And maybe the system creates a temporary duplicate of that moment, like a backup file.
Like hitting save as right before a boss fight in a game, just in case.
Exactly like that. Another idea, even more out there, is that it's a test.
A test of what?
Sentience, maybe? Like a subtle Turing test. Is the system checking if you notice the pattern? Do you recognize the repeat?
Wow. Okay. That's a lot. Reality itself testing our awareness.
Mind-bending, right? And the third idea they mention involves nodes. Specific places, maybe, where different timelines kind of overlap or intersect more easily. So being near one of these nodes could make you more likely to experience these echoes, these repeated déjà vu.
That ties into their example, doesn't it? The gas station déjà vu.
Right. It wasn't just about buying a drink that specific gas station at that specific time.
Could have been a temporal hotspot.
Potentially. A place where the veil between realities or timelines is just a bit thinner, making that feeling of familiarity much stronger, maybe even repetitive.
So like mundane places might actually be significant.
That's the implication. Ordinary spots could be where the seams of the simulation, if it is one, show through a bit more.
Okay, let's shift focus a bit. Dreams. What's the connection between dreams and déjà vu? Because sometimes you have a dream, right? Totally bizarre. And then later, something happens when you're awake, and it feels weirdly like the dream.
Yeah, that link is interesting. Our anonymous source brings up this idea of dreams as beta servers.
Beta servers, like for software testing.
Kind of. A sort of sandbox where potential events, future scenarios get preloaded. Your mind, or maybe your simulated self, runs through possibilities safely.
So my dream about arguing astrophysics with my cat wasn't just random noise.
Maybe not entirely. The theory suggests déjà vu could be when those preview builds from the dream server
accidentally leak onto the main server.
Yeah, they accidentally hit live, a glitch where the beta version of an experience gets mixed up with your current waking reality.
That's a really cool way to think about it. Okay, what about people? You ever notice someone, like a barista or a coworker, saying the exact same thing in the exact same way?
Oh, yeah. Repetitive behaviors.
Does that fit in here, too?
The source calls these NPC resets.
Like non-player characters in a game.
Exactly. Or script loops. The idea being that maybe some entities in the simulation have more limited programming. They repeat freezes, actions.
Like they're stuck in a loop.
Right. And if you're becoming more aware, more attuned, you might start noticing those repetitions more. They feel off.
They even use that gaming term on cooldown.
Yeah, like a character needing to recharge an ability before using it again. Suggests a built-in limitation.
Which really makes you wonder about free will, doesn't it? If some people seem scripted, what about us?
It's a huge question within this whole framework. Absolutely.
Okay, so if we run with this simulation idea just for a minute, is there anything useful you can do when you get déjà vu? Any practical application?
Well, practical might be a stretch, but our sources do offer some intriguing steps you could try. Ways to potentially use the experience.
Okay, like what?
First step. When it hits, consciously stop. Freeze. Try to take a mental snapshot.
Of everything?
Thoughts, feelings, surroundings, what you're about to do or say. Just capture that state.
Like hitting pause right when the error message flashes.
Kinda, yeah. Step 2. Think about what the normal reaction would be. What would a regular player just going with the flow do next?
Okay.
And then try doing the opposite.
Really? Just deliberately go off script?
That's the suggestion. See if you can actively break the pattern, break the loop, introduce a variable.
Like trying to exploit a glitch in a game, see what happens.
Exactly. Step 3. Document it, write it down, note the time, place, feeling.
Keep a log.
Treat it like finding a potential crack in the code. Something to refer back to. You're gathering data on reality's anomalies.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. What else?
Final step. Try going back. Return to that same location around the same time, maybe a day or a week later.
To see if it happens again.
Right. If it does repeat, maybe it's not just random. Maybe it's a pattern in the simulation, a clue.
A breadcrumb trail left by the system.
Potentially. It encourages you to be more active, more observant about these weird little moments we usually just brush off.
Okay, speaking of weird moments, we've got some great stuff from listeners. Our NPC mailbag.
Ah, yes. This one from @QuantumBurrito is, well, perfect timing.
What did they say?
They described this super intense wave of déjà vu ordering at a Taco Bell, like overwhelmingly strong.
Okay.
So strong, they knew exactly what the cashier was going to say next, word for word, before they said it.
Whoa. So they asked, was that psychic or something else?
And what's our simulation theory take on the Taco Bell incident?
Well, I'd lean towards code echo.
Code echo.
Yeah. Our sources actually mention places like Taco Bell fast food joints, chain stores, places that are very similar everywhere. They call them potential liminal space nodes.
Liminal space, like thresholds, edges.
Kind of. Places where the underlying code, the simulations programming, might be a bit more visible, less hidden.
So at Quantum Burrito, knowing the cashier's lines
might not be mind reading, but more like hearing pre-cached dialogue. Like dialogue downloaded during a dream install, accidentally playing out loud in reality.
That's the idea, yeah. The simulation might just auto-load common scripts in these predictable environments.
Definitely supports the NPC script loop idea.
It really does.
So at Quantum Burrito, maybe not psychic, but perhaps you got a quick peek behind the reality curtain, saw the code running, and the source actually says, respect the Taco Bell node.
Huh. Which sounds funny, but it makes a point, right? These mundane spots might be more significant than we think. Places where the simulation, if it exists, gets a bit thin.
Okay, so wrapping up this whole simulated journey into déjà vu, we've got these two big explanations sitting side by side.
On one side, it's a memory mix-up, a brain glitch, standard science.
Right. And on the other, this more NPC energy angle, you could say. A potential message, a cosmic ping from whoever or whatever might be running the show.
And the fascinating thing is, we can't definitively prove one and disprove the other. Not yet, anyway.
It leaves the door wide open, doesn't it? For your own interpretation of your own experience.
Exactly. It lets you look at those weird feelings through completely different lenses.
So that next time you get hit with that déjà vu feeling, that familiar but not familiar moment, maybe, just maybe.
It's your signal.
Yeah. Your little prompt to maybe try not doing the expected thing. See if you can glitch out of the loop yourself.
Consider that maybe you're not just background code. Maybe you're noticing things. Maybe you are a rogue subroutine starting to perceive the structure.
So yeah, keep your eyes open. Stay curious about those moments, those eerie little brain farts.
Well, they might be telling you more than you think.
Which leads to one final thought to leave everyone with.
If déjà vu is a system ping, what's the system trying to find out about you? What's the ultimate point of the check-in?